Republican Senator David Perdue criticized his own party and says he's not surprised by Donald Trump's popularity among GOP voters. He ran as the Washington outsider and won here in Georgia. Channel 2's Geary talked to Perdue about how his strategy was similar to Trump's.
My message is they've been there a long time. If they were going to make a difference, wouldn't they have done it already? His message is these guys are all idiots.
Republican Senator David Perdue notes on the campaign trail here in Georgia he had the same message as Donald Trump. He just said it a little differently. Perdue ran as the outsider, won, and is just more than a year into his term. We caught up with him moments before he honored the Marietta family of the late Army Lieutenant Frank Snyder with a Purple Heart. Snyder was shot down in Germany, shot in the head and the leg, then held as a prisoner of war for more than a year. Perdue says this is one of the highlights of the job, a sharp contrast to the gridlock in Washington. He says he saw the voter frustrations bubbling when he ran in the presidential race, shows they've boiled over. I asked him about the lack of focus on major issues.
Lori, that's the question of the day. The Republicans have had 11 debates, 26 hours of debate, and not one real question on the debt. We talk about color of hair, we talk about size of hands, and whose fault is that? That's the Republicans' fault.
That's not the only frustration with members of his own party.
The movement at one time was to stop Donald Trump or to stop Ted Cruz, two outside candidates. And my question was, well, why are we more worried about stopping them than understanding what caused it?
Senator Perdue says he doesn't think it's fair to change the rules of the delegate process in the middle of the race, but he also doesn't agree with them.
This is 2016, not 1860. It looks like it's a system that is not, it may not reflect the true will of the people in terms of a nominee.
Like most in Washington, Senator Perdue has not endorsed a candidate and says he will support the Republican nominee. But he also called it, quote, an unholy alliance in a way the establishment is supporting Ted Cruz. Reporting from Midtown Atlanta, Geary, Channel 2 Action News.